Hi everyone, I'm back with another video. This video is going to be a card making video for a Halloween card. I figured I need to get started on making some Halloween cards to get them in the mail. And I'm going to use, the main focus of the card is going to be this little bat. And he is from the Create a Critter 2 cartridge. Looks like this. And he is on page 59. And he's right here. So there's actually, excuse me, there's 1, 2, 3 layers to the bat. So this one, and this one. And I don't remember what size I cut him out at because I made this last year and put it in my little stack of Cricut cuts to use. For his little fangs, right here I used some stickles, and I'm not sure which ones I used, but they're, let's see, probably these ones, the diamond stickles. I'm pretty sure that was the one. So that way his little teeth were kind of shiny. So he's going to be my main focal point, and let's get started on this card. So, excuse me, I'm going to do the inside first because doing cards with dimensional or like I'm going to use a wobble, it's easier to do the inside first. So I have an A2 size card, which is 5.5 by 4.25, and it's a landscape card. Then I have this star and swirl paper that came out of my new Trick or Treat stack from the Paper Studio. So that's the paper I'm going to use. And then I have a piece of black cardstock that is 4 1/8 by 3 1/8, and an index card that is 4 by 3. So for the index card, I'm going to use this Memento Dewdrop in Grape Jelly to bring out the purples. I'm just going to ink around the whole card, and I think I'm actually going to do it on the blank side instead of using the lines. And when I'm inking, I don't try to get it perfect, because the whole point is to, you know, ink the edges and, you know, make it look, it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this to my black piece of cardstock, just using my ATG gun. So we're just going to attach this to this, just like that. So there I have my little space to write my message on. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach that to my patterned paper. So just kind of center that on there, just like that. So now we have the inside of the card. I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the inside of the card, and then I'm going to do some stamping. You could stamp it before you attach it, but this is just how I always do it. Okay, so we're just going to put this inside, and again we're just going to center it. Just like that. Oops. So now I have the inside of the card, and I used this little stamp set. It's a Studio G stamp set that I got at Walmart last year. My Walmart this year has no Halloween stuff at all. So I'm just gonna use the one from last year. I used this Happy Halloween right here for my front sentiment, and I'm gonna use this little star right here for the inside to kind of go with the stars on the paper. And I'm not using a dye ink, I'm using a pigment ink because it stamps better with these, I guess these are silicone stamps because they're not the photopolymer stamps. So they're kind of a cheaper quality, I guess. So I'm just gonna stamp this down here in the corner. And then I'm gonna stamp another one up in this corner. Just like that. So I have some stars on the inside. And that's it for that ink. So that is the inside of the card. And then I have plenty of space to write what I need. So the outside of the card is going to be this little guy here and all of his stuff. So I'm going to start by assembling some of these papers. This is the same paper as the inside, so I'm going to go ahead and attach this to my cardstock. My black cardstock is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and then my pattern paper is 5 1/4 by 4. I'm just going to attach this. Let's see, this way looks better. I'm going to try to get an even border, just like that. So, because I'm going to attach my ribbon to this piece of black cardstock, I'm going to go ahead and attach this to my front. Just like that. Now we have part of the front done. Then I'm going to take this piece of cardstock. This is 1 inch, it's 5 3/8 by 1. So it's going to overlap like this, but I'm going to move it up a little bit because I want some of this green to show. I'm going to attach my ribbon piece. I'm just going to do it where you fold it over and tape it on the back. And this ribbon is Celebrate It brand ribbon from Michaels, not Hobby Lobby, from Michaels, and I just actually got this a couple weeks ago, so thought it was really cute, and it brings out a lot of the colors in this paper. So I'm going to grab my tape, if there's enough on this roll. Looks like my little Caleb monster got into my tape. Okay, so I'm just going to tape this down right here. Yeah, he did get into my tape, so I'm going to switch this out super fast. Just like that. Super easy. Excuse my phone ringing, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to tape this down. Just like that. And since this ribbon is a little thicker, I'm gonna go ahead and put a strip of ATG tape on it so it will stay down. I think that's pretty even, I hope. And then I'm just going to go ahead and tape this side so I know that it's going to stay. So just like that, I hope I was on camera. Just for the ribbon. Now I'm going to go ahead and attach this piece to the front. So just like this. Like that. Hopefully it stays. Okay, so then I'm gonna put my bat on here. And for my bat, I'm gonna put him on an action wobble. So for those of you who have not used action wobbles before, there's a thicker side and a thinner side, and the thinner side is going to go on your project. And I like to just set mine on there and see how it's going to sit. I want to get it as straight as possible. So kind of like that, and then I'm just going to push down, and then I'm going to flip it over, and I give it a good rub with my bone folder so I know that it's going to stay adhered to my little guy here. And then we have the thicker side on the back, which is going to be the side that you're going to put onto your project. So your die cut or whatever you're using to wobble is going to go on the thin side, and then your project is going to go on the thicker side. And I just kind of set it on and make sure that I get it pretty straight. And then I go ahead and press that down. And I do the same thing. I take my bone folder and I just give it a good rub so I know that it's going to stay attached. So just like that, and we have a little wobbly bat. So then I have my sentiment that says Happy Halloween, and this is from, oh, my dog. This is from that Studio G Happy Halloween. And I'm going to ink it with my grape jelly. Whoops. Kind of got a lot on that side. That's okay. It's unique. Okay, so this I'm actually going to, I think I'm going to pop it up right here, but before I do, I did not mat this because I already have black cardstock right here. So I think just putting that on more black cardstock is just too much black. So I'm going to leave this, but I'm going to take one of these little stars, little gem stars, and I think I'm going to do either the purple or this or maybe the green. I should have had this picked out before, but we'll do that one. Don't want too much purple. Okay, so I'm going to attach this little star, hopefully, with my Scotch Quick Dry glue. If it wants to come out today. Oh, it does. So I'm just going to put a little dot on here because it's going to spread once I put that star down. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and hold it down for a few minutes, or for a few seconds, so I know it's not going to move on me. There we go. And I'm going to use some no, I'm going to use the 1/2 inch. These are 1/2 inch square dimensionals. And grab a couple of them, put them on the back. I think this will stick to the ribbon. If not, I'll switch it later and just put them on the side. So I'm going to put that right there for my Happy Halloween. And now I'm going to put a little bow over here, but I'm going to do a different kind of bow this time. I've made these a few times and I really like the way they turn out, and I think it'd be cute for this card. So I have a small length of ribbon here. This is almost 4.5 inches of this ribbon. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So I'm going to take this ribbon and I'm going to fold it back like this. And you can make this as long as you want it. So that's basically going to be my bow. So I'm going to get some glue dots. I like to use the glue dots for this, so I know that it's not going to come apart. So I'm just going to put one right there. I'm going to go ahead and fold that one in. And whoops. Put another one here. And fold that one in. About like that. So there's the start of my bow. Now I'm going to take another piece of ribbon. I'm not going to cut it off the roll this time. And I'm going to put a glue dot right here. This is the start of my bow, so I'm going to flip it over to the back side, and I'm going to kind of eyeball the center and stick that piece down. So I'm going to wrap this around. like that. So I guess before I wrap it completely, I'm going to put another glue dot. If you're not shy with your glue dots, this is the easiest way to get this to stick. And then I'm going to press this down. And then I'm going to go ahead and clip it off. And I don't want it to overhang, so I'm going to kind of clip it inside there. Give it a good push, make sure my glue dots are stuck down. So then there I have more of a little squared off kind of bow. And again, I'm going to take another glue dot. And I'm going to center my bow along this area here. Actually, I'm getting out of camera. So about right there, and I'm going to give it a good push. And we have another little bow. Kind of blends in on the camera, but it's there. So there is my first 2013 Halloween card with a wobble. I hope you guys like it, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!